A pretty special guest coming in to have a chat with me here. Tennis legend Billie Jean King. Hi, nice to meet you. Lovely to meet you. I'm Joe Barrington.
Hi, Joe.
Nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
Billie Jean, now you were in yesterday. I saw we were watching you in the crowd there. You were literally following the footwork and looking at the techniques and everything. I mean, it's the beauty about the glass court is you can see all that, but it's so impressive to see the level, particularly of the ladies, the way they're playing out here in the squash world.
Well, I just think it's a fantastic tournament. And the way they played, I mean, they're supposed to play like that. I mean, we're used to it, aren't we? I mean, women give it everything just like the guys do, and that's what you want. And I think having equal prize money here is just a step forward for the sport. I think the Walter family has been very supportive, and I think that makes a big difference. If you notice, all the different sponsors are absolutely vital if you want to grow the sport. And these players are so amazing. I mean, Gohar is just, I saw her last night, and you could just tell she's just very intense and is amazing as far as her quickness and of course her knowledge and her drop shots. And I don't even know if I'm using the right lingo, but I notice everything, the outside foot versus not. Oh my God, I just love it. I'm fascinated by it. So I'd seen Jeff Hunt play 1,000 years ago against Barrington in Canada, but this is the second, this is amazing, and I love the fact the women and men have the same association together. They work together, which is going to help grow the sport. And I think one thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see squash in the Olympics. It deserves to be in the Olympics. It's played in many, many countries. It's got men, it's got women. It should be in the Olympics. So I think that's another thing we should try to do for the sport of squash.
Well, we hopefully will, and I think there might be later on there could be an Olympics in LA possibly. They might be looking to hold it, so that the timing for that could be pretty good.
That's good to know. Thank you for telling me that, because that'll be good that everybody can fight for that for sure.
Just looking ahead at with the women's game, the lower tin was brought in about 6 years ago. It was 2 inches lower now, and the athleticism and the training has changed from the women's game. You were known as a very aggressive player. I mean, have you ever played some squash? Did you ever use it as a crossover for training for tennis at all?
No, I didn't, because I grew up in Southern California, so squash wasn't on their mind. But being in New York a lot and living there, sometimes I've been to a squash court and played, but I didn't really. But I was thinking if I could do it over again, this would be amazing for conditioning, keep your eye, and have the different directions, the footwork, the amazing how you have to always be low too. I mean, how low they get constantly in the lunging, and you can see in their legs what great shape they're in. I mean they're so fit, and I love that part. And the skill level with the racket face and the ball and all that. It's just, I keep learning the rules too. I've learned a lot the last 2 days being here at the University Club. It's just so beautiful here in Chicago.
It's fantastic. John Flanagan, who's the tournament promoter, has done an amazing job. Amazing job.
Yeah, he's the athletic director here, and he's just done a great job.
Well, it's great to see you in for a second time. I'm going to ask you for a cheeky prediction, if you don't mind, for the men's final. You've got Paul Cole coming in against Yusuf Ibrahim. You saw them play yesterday. Oh. I know, I'm sorry. This is what Aisling does. PJ does it as well. They get very...
Idea.
I know, but you just go for it. So you'll probably get it right.
I know that Paul is really so out of his, so happy, because he's ranked #1, right, in the world now for the first time.
He is, yeah.
And I just saw him momentarily last night, and you could just see how happy he was. But are you, Yusuf? Oh my God, they're both unbelievable. So I'm not going to predict. I'm not knowledgeable enough to predict. I just hope they both play well. The main thing is to stay healthy too, don't hurt themselves, and just so they can give everything you've got on every ball.
Awesome. I mean, it's fantastic to hear from you. I know you'll be back in there. I'll let you have it.
These are great athletes. They need to be appreciated for that.
Absolutely. I know it's a brutal sport, and it's a terrific racket sport, and you can put a court up anywhere in the world. Not only will we be playing somewhere like this, we're also playing in the Pyramids, Grand Central Terminal in New York, so it's got all the sellability.
You can make a court out in the street. You can do anything. Fifth Avenue or whatever. But Grand Central, I've been down there to see the squash. Actually, I did see a little bit there. So it's really exciting, and how the sport's starting to really come on and be developed, and more people getting in the sport. It's just a great international sport, which I think I don't think people really know that, and I think we got to get the word out.
We certainly do, and we certainly need you to give your input, and I hope we can see you in some of the events. We've got plenty in North America, so hopefully we'll see you at another event at sometime in the future.
I hope so, and thanks for having me, and it's great to meet you, Joe, and Thank you for everything, and thanks to everyone, the sponsors, the fans that have come out to watch. It means so much to our sport and to PSA.
Thank you very much, Billie Jean. Enjoy the men's final, and hopefully catch up with you later.